Hello, Tom Gandhi with Southern Market Share. Today I'm going to take 5 minutes and talk a little bit about quantum storage systems and more specifically our plastic bins and totes. And what do I like about this product offering is bins and totes are everywhere. Every customer's got them, whether you're a manufacturing or distribution center. If you've got 4 walls, you probably have bins or totes somewhere in your facility. These are used to store parts in tool cribs. They're used to present parts to line side assist operations. They're just everywhere. And really what we want to focus on is getting the opportunities from your customers, because they may just buy a case today, but eventually they're going to need a pallet load, a truckload of these, and we want to be their source. So right now they're probably going to an online source to buy these. They don't even realize they can get them from you. We just have to break that buying habit and bring it over to you so that you can earn that business. Really, that's what it's all about. So these are parts bins. They can stack on top of each other. We can put dividers in them. They come in multiple colors and many different sizes. In addition to colored units, we've got clear. So these can be see-through. Hospitals would use these because they can tell when they get dirty. They can get them cleaned out. We also have a wire option. These wire ones will not collect dust and dirt. So they provide you that ability to not have to clean them out. And then they come in different sizes, not just for sitting on shelves or being hand delivered, but these can get quite large, so large that they can be used on pallet rack for parts storage and distribution centers. These parts bins are designed so you can stack them on top of each other. And then we have a lineup called shelf bins. And shelf bins are a little bit lighter duty in the sense that they don't stack on top of each other, but they nest inside of each other. So if you are thinking about storing parts and you're putting nuts and bolts and it's going to stay on a shelf, this is a great option because all the weight is supported by the bottom and the sides are just there to keep the stuff in order. Just like with our parts bins, these shelf bins can be divided left to right. We can have little cups that sit inside of them so that you can take a bin and subdivide it for even increased storage. And really that's what we're about. When we're storing parts in bins, we're trying to maximize the amount that they can store in a given area. And these bins can also go inside of shelving. They can go inside of cabinets. They can go on carts. So this cart here would be stocked in a back room and then brought out to line side assist during a production process. So perhaps they're putting their nuts and their bolts and fittings and other sub-assemblies in these bins so that they can be easily presented to the operator for an assembly process. We can hang our bins on louvered shelving, and this can go on the back of a workbench. It can hang on the side of a conveyor. It can hang on a wall in a facility. So lots of different options for how the parts are being presented. The other thing we can do is take a tote and subdivide that tote out into mini sections. So this would be used for something that was a work in process, a sub-assembly that you may be assembling, and then it's going to be stored or moved in a batch over to the next process. This gives you the ability to store it in its own individual area of a tote. We have larger totes that can be stacked on top of each other with lids. So again, larger work in process, larger components that you're making would be stored in these. And then we can also take and offer these totes and bins in an ESD version for the people that are dealing with electronic goods and they're worried about not having the good short out. And so this would ground that from happening. So as you can see, we offer trays, we offer totes, we offer shelf bins, we offer parts bins, lineup of those. I mentioned this can go on shelving. We sell pre-kitted sections. So here you can buy this entire section of shelf with the bins already on it. And it's a single SKU or part number. And that's in the Quantum book, as well as many other options for storing the parts. I'm available to make joint calls as always. Love getting out and working with you guys. So please let me know how we can assist and when we can assist you guys. There's some value added in working with someone like myself. I love sharing this slide here. This was an application. We went and looked at a Presto container tilter, but before we left, we ended up selling them some anti-fatigue matting and some guardrail. So when we're working together, I'm not just looking for a single solution. I'm out trying to help broaden your customers' understanding of how we can help solve some problems inside of their facility. All of our literature is available on our online binder, and we do have a custom handout that we can put your information on, your logo, company name, and all your personal information on, so that you can hand out this flyer to your customers just to educate them on some of the other products that they're not aware that you can offer. I appreciate your time today and look forward to supporting you in the near future.